What is going on, guys? Lottery Stocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Today we have a lot of stuff to go over with AMC and GameStop, so make sure to stay till the end so you don't miss a thing. Also, I try to do this so you don't have to watch another update video for the day, so that you can only take 8 minutes out of your day to watch one single AMC and GameStop update video. Without further ado, let's get into it. GameStop has been at 100% utilization, day 210 via Ortex, which is a brand new record. What you're looking at is up here. The utilization is the orange line, and it's peaked at 100, and the only time it had a little gag back here is probably just a false reading, or otherwise this major peak in GameStop when it was trading over $30 a share. Now, as you guys can see back here, utilization was at 100% for much less time, and when it ran up to $500 and the buy button was stolen, utilization dropped heavily. Now that it's maxed out, short sellers have just been bouncing the clock around trying to stall time. Now take a look at the borrow chain, 16.99 million for GameStop on the Ortex numbers. Tell me this isn't criminal manipulation of the fair markets at the NYSE and NASDAQ. If you look over here, Ortex info came in from the weekend and short interest fell by 17.5 million shares. Is this someone who had a short that then failed to deliver? The clearinghouse gives the lender back their shares but is holding the FTDs in hopes of covering them over the next 35 days. When they obviously fail, do we then get fireworks? But like I said in the beginning, they are bouncing the clock around. You might have seen a short seller fail to deliver and have to return shares within 35 trading days. Of course, there may or may not be another loophole to bounce around the clock, but it's definitely something to pay attention to as we don't see the data change a lot, especially amongst the GameStop Ortex numbers. Now, GameStop official earnings report for Q1 2023 to be released the next Wednesday, June 7th, 2023. GameStop 2023 annual shareholder meeting will be followed on the Thursday of June 15th of 2023. And overall, I am still bullish. GameStop's chart is looking beautiful. Every single morning for the past few days, you see a little fake to the downside to scare people out, and then the thing slowly climbs back up and creates higher highs and higher lows. It's trading in this ascending parallel channel, which is technically usually a bearish thing to see unless you see something like this, which is exactly what I'm expecting because we are heading into earnings. And the yellow box that I have drawn out for you are very bullish weeks for AMC and GameStop's options chain as well, which just coincidentally lines up to the earnings that we have. GameStop previously had a solid earnings. It gapped up 50%, which you saw back here. It came down, it filled the gap, it scaled back up slow and strong, and now it is ready to have another leg up. As for AMC, according to BNK Investing Inc., AMC Entertainment Holdings is now oversold, and proposed changes to Delaware court just happened. Proposed changes to Delaware law would facilitate ratification of defective corporate acts, disposition of pledged assets, stock splits, and changes to the number of authorized shares. In other words, what's happening with the AMC lawsuit is basically shifting the Delaware to say that from now on, these corporate actions within the company, such as a reverse stock split, is not going to require a majority vote. At least this is what they are trying to push. In other words, Adam Aaron wouldn't need at least 50% to reverse split and instead could just reverse split. You guys let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Now, before we move on to GameStop and AMC and some other interesting things as well as AMC's chart, I think I forgot to ask, if you guys haven't yet, please hit the like button, whether you're on your computer, phone, or TV. It helps me out tremendously and it gets my videos out to more of you guys. I also noticed that YouTube is dropping my videos in the recommended for some people and also not popping notifications off. So if you guys do want to do that, it's greatly appreciated. It helps the algorithm. Drop a like, drop a comment, hit the sub button to join the family. Now, GameStop and AMC's implied volatility is slowly scaling to the upside, but it's still not horrible. If you take a look at the red line on this chart for the implied volatility, GameStop and AMC are still hovering right below, which is necessarily the previous close. But if you take a look at when it scales up, this is exactly how it correlates over to the price action. With that being said, it has a lot more room to run on both AMC and GameStop's chart. As for AMC, I'm not going to touch on the charts for a long time. We're currently down 3% on the day. Bringing the drawings in, if you're not keeping up with the videos, we're tracking perfectly to what we said that we would be tracking, and I'm not worried one single bit. This is AMC, this is the chart, this is what we're tracking in yellow, and then shifting over to blue for this cycle to have a major rip within the stock. Also, guys, do keep in mind that the expiration for this week and next week's options chain on AMC are the two bullish options chain weeks. However, the puts are winning on this week, but there are a lot of calls expiring next week, which is the same week GameStop has earnings, and AMC may, of course, have that sympathy pop. And GameStop, of course, the option chain is looking solid for this week, next week, which is the earnings week, the week after, so on and so forth. A lot more people are betting bullish than bearish on GameStop's options chain. Also, I do still hold my AMC calls. I do still hold my GameStop calls. If you want to know my trades as soon as I take them, I will leave this linked in the comments. So if you guys go in the comments section, you can pop in Discord right here. I drop my trades as soon as I take them. We also have options trading alerts, and we talk stocks all day long, so don't miss out on the Discord. Probably the cheapest, best Discord that you will find, with 500 of the most amazing people currently who talk stocks all day long, and don't miss a stock opportunity. Also, for the sponsor of today's video, shout out to Moomoo. If you guys do want 20 free stocks, use my link, sign up for Moomoo, make a deposit. That link will be in the comments as well. Each of these stocks are valued up to $2,000 per stock, so don't miss out on that. Once you sign up, make an account, takes 2 minutes out of your day, and deposit anything. It can literally be a penny. You will start earning free stocks from there. Now, Division of Clearing and Risk issues warning on risks associated with clearing digital assets after influx of DCO applications. These are derivatives clearing organizations. Now, the only thing I found looking into this was back in January of 2021, where the Commodity Futures Trading Commission is adopting policies and procedures that the commission will follow with respect to granting exemptions from registration as a derivatives clearing organization, or DCO. In addition, the commission is amending certain related delegation provisions in its regulations. If you guys find anything deeper about this and how it could affect AMC and GameStop, you let me know in the comments down below. On top of that, let's touch a little bit on Ken Griffin. According to InvestorTurf, they state, "We have received communication from several investors, all of whom identify as Democratic voters, expressing their concerns regarding stock market fraud. They have expressed their dissatisfaction with the current situation and have indicated that their support for Biden administration in the future elections may be at stake unless appropriate action is taken. Specifically, they are urging for an investigation into Ken Griffin and his company Citadel, as well as the alleged FINRA fraud." Also, be very, very careful with trading the S&P 500. We're trading at 416.45, down basically 0.9% on the day. We filled the gap at 421.50, and just as we said, we got smacked back down, broke below 418.50. I said at least we would have to hit that before we get a bounce, but now we are selling off even lower. Just keep an eye on that, because the gap is filled, and now the S&P 500 can go wherever it wants to go. Just to close out the video, Dave Lauer tweeted, "Someone out there must know the answer. When is the last time a reasonably sized broker-dealer was shut down by regulators for securities law violation? And not some tiny brokers nobody ever heard of. Anybody know? Here are the answers so far: Lehman Brothers, Madoff Securities, and MF Global." He goes, "I think each of them first declared bankruptcy and broke the rules so badly that there was no other possible response." With that being said, if Citadel ever declares bankruptcy, they may just be one of these reasonably sized shutdowns by the regulators. So keep that in the back of your head as well, because Citadel Securities isn't in as good of a position as they say they are, as they have a ton of securities sold, not yet purchased. Overall, guys, this is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. Make sure to hit the like button on your way out. Share the video. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.